Today's lesson is a review on perimeter and area. Perimeter is the distance around an object. To find perimeter, you just add up all the sides. If we look at this shape right here, this side is labeled 7 meters. One thing that you have to get used to with geometry is that sometimes we'll use markings to indicate congruent sides. Since this 7-meter side has a 1 tick mark, that means that every other side that you see with 1 tick mark is also 7 meters. We are going to use capital P to indicate perimeter, and that is going to equal 7 meters. So this side right here, plus 7 meters, plus 7 meters, plus 7 meters, plus 7 meters, plus 7 meters. So what we have done is we have started at one point of the shape and gone all the way around to where we started. We could also write this as 7 meters times 6 because there's 6 sides. That gives us a perimeter of 42 meters. The area of a shape is the space a two-dimensional shape takes up. So we're going to write that. The space a two-dimensional, I'm just going to write 2D, shape takes up. And to find area, there is a formula for whatever shape you are trying to find the area of. So we're going to use a formula for area. This shape right here is a parallelogram. A parallelogram has an area formula of A equals base times height, or sometimes you see it as area equals length times width. When we're solving area problems, there's a specific way that I want you to show your work. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write the formula. So that is step 1. Step 1, write the formula out. You will always be given the formulas. You don't have to memorize them. Step 2 is we're going to substitute in what we know. So the base right here, this is the base. This is also right here, 20 yards. So I'm going to substitute in 20 yards for the base. And the height, I'm going to substitute in 6 yards. So step 2 is substitute in what you know. And last but not least, step 3 is going to be to calculate it. You're going to write your answers with your units. So 20 times 6 is 120. Yards times yards is yards squared. And this is important. When you're dealing with area, your units are always going to be squared. So step 3 is writing your answer, and the most important part, with units. Don't forget that. Now we have a triangle. So the formula for triangle is 1/2 base times height, or sometimes you might see it as base times height divided by 2. Either way, you can use either one. So again, we're going to use these 3 steps right here. First step is write out our formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Our second step is to substitute in what we know. Area equals 1/2, we already know that there. The base, be careful, the base is always perpendicular to the shape itself, to the height of the shape. So this right here is not the base or the height. It's information that you don't need. So my base here is 42 centimeters. My height is 20 centimeters. My last step is write down my answer with units. So you can use your calculator. 1/2 times 42 times 20 gives you 420, and then we have centimeters times centimeters, so my units are going to be centimeters squared.